everybody, Scott Aaron here. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. So, something that we're going to be talking about in today's training is three ways of how to acquire more clients on LinkedIn. I think one of the big misnomers, and yes, LinkedIn is for lead gen. Yes, it's for content creation. Yes, it's for networking. But ultimately, people are looking to acquire clients to grow their business. So, we're going to talk about all that and more. So, let's dive on in. So, how to acquire more clients on LinkedIn? Well, there are numerous ways to do so. But what I wanted to do was to clarify and clearly explain three things that you can do on LinkedIn that, when compounded over time, will lead to consistent client acquisition. So, as you're coming on live, please do drop into the comments below. Please say hi and where you are tuning in from, or hashtag live, or just drop in the city, the state, the country, the province. Where in the world are you watching this to and from? If you're on the replay, please use hashtag replay so I do know to go back and say hello. Also, please like, love, support, insightful, whatever reaction you would like to give this video to let me know that this is resonating. But also, don't forget to click my follow button and turn my LinkedIn notification bell on so you are notified whenever I do go live or produce any content. Hey, Frank, good to see you as always, jumping on live. So we got Kansas in the house. So as Frank has done, please do say hi and where you're tuning in from. Now, one of the biggest things that people struggle with is, I would say, outside of just, I would say, the general functionality of LinkedIn, which again takes time to really understand and get the hang of when leveraging LinkedIn, is what can we do to acquire more clients? Now, you see a lot of the spammy tactics of what's going on the platform, meaning a lot of the spam messages, a lot of the spam connection requests with notes attached to them, people just constantly selling and pitching on the platform. Can you acquire clients? Potentially. But I do not feel that is a long-term solution. That may be a very short-term and short-lived solution. What we're looking for are long-term solutions of things that we can do. So if you would like, just drop a Y or a yes. If you would like to leverage LinkedIn, not just from a networking and content creation standpoint, but from a client acquisition standpoint, where you were actually seeing a return on the time that you spent on the platform, just drop a Y or a yes in the chat box if that's one of your main goals. If it's not, drop into the chat, what is your main goal of leveraging LinkedIn? Because again, I can then take that content and the reason why you want to use the platform and do some additional trainings on it. So if acquiring clients or acquiring sales is one of your main purposes of being on LinkedIn, drop a Y or a yes in the chat. Or what is the main, if it's not that, if it's not acquiring sales and clients, what is the main reason of why you're on LinkedIn? So Frank says, yes, long term, I would like to acquire consistent clients. Awesome. And I just got to, let Frank know I appreciate you always commenting. I know that there's people that may not feel comfortable commenting when I ask you to comment, and you shouldn't be shy. If you're watching this, it actually helps me know that you're resonating with the content when you do engage. But the other thing that you need to know is there were some business studies done that people that highly engage in either in-person or online presentations or trainings like this, if they consistently engage throughout. So it's almost a form of gamification. They retain 3 times more information than someone that doesn't. So that's why I always highly encourage people to engage, to say hi, to type Y or yes, because, well, one, that makes sure that you're paying attention, but it's also going to allow me to teach you best and have you retain that information so you can then use it to your best ability and get the desired outcome and result that you want. So let's talk. And Frank says, agreed. I've heard that too. Absolutely. So again, comment along. Let me know what your main purpose of using LinkedIn is. If it's not client acquisition, if it is for client acquisition and monetary purposes, just drop a Y or a yes. So there are 3 ways that over time can lead to consistent client acquisition. So the first thing is building your network around the right people. So what does that mean? So that's twofold. And someone on Facebook typed, yes, awesome. So that's twofold. So building the right network means you are building a network around 2 specific purposes. Number 1, you're connecting with people that are best suited for what you offer. Now, that offer can be a product, it could be a good, physical good, it could be a service that you provide, it could be a coaching program, it can be consulting, it could be an online do-it-yourself type system, whatever it is, right? It's connecting with people that are best suited for what you offer. So if that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the comments below. So first and foremost, you want to build your network around people that are best suited for your offer. Now, you do this by searching and connecting for people that are best suited for your offering from an industry standpoint and from a professional title standpoint. So it's not about man or woman. It's not about age or education. You're using LinkedIn as the search engine that it is to search and connect with people that are best suited for what you offer. You're not looking to get to 30,000 connections just by clicking connect, 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 connect. If you are building your network around the wrong people, guess what? Well, one, they're never going to seek an opportunity to connect with you privately or talk about your offering, because what you offer is not of value or filling a need that they have. So this whole race to try to build the biggest network possible, that's long gone. It was a goal for a lot of people. Like, let's see how many connections I can have on LinkedIn. But what people started to realize, these connections really aren't worth much if there's no engaging going on. If they're not engaging in my content, if they're not wanting to hop on a call, if it's not leading to a desired outcome, which is maybe a networking possibility, or even acquiring them as a client. So there has to be significant value in every single connection you have. The other types of people that you need to build your network around are what I call power partners. So these are people where you can get introductions to and from. These are people that you can network with. These are people that also could introduce you to potentially an ideal client. So let me give you an example. If you were a divorce attorney, okay, this is just a hypothetical example. If you were a divorce attorney, obviously building your network from a client acquisition standpoint is going to be more of a challenge on the front end of connecting with people, because again, you're not reaching out to people and say, hey, you going through a divorce? I can help you. You're going to lean on the secondary way to build your network, which is through power partners. So a great power partner for a divorce attorney would be an estate attorney, because typically estate attorneys work in 2 capacities. The first capacity is if there was a death in the family where they are the deceased. They are looking to divide up the estate of that person to the people that were, left that estate to within the will. Or estate attorneys are even brought into play during divorces because if there's significant wealth or assets of division that need to be made, not only is someone going to be working with a divorce attorney on that legal side, they're going to want to work with an estate attorney to make sure that the assets of the estate are split evenly and fairly, so both parties are happy. So that's an example of a power partner. So, and it could be flipped. An estate attorney, a power partner for them could be a divorce attorney. So if that all makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the comments below. Again, if you've jumped on late, please do say hi and where you're tuning in from, or hashtag live, or just type in the city, state, country, province, or where in the world you're watching this from. If you're on the replay, please use hashtag replay. Like, love, support, whatever reaction you would like to give. Hit my follow button, turn my LinkedIn notification bell on, and please don't forget to share this onto your personal LinkedIn newsfeed, or share it with anyone that you feel could benefit. And also you can tag them in the comments so they can check it out. So the first thing is build your network around the right people, because when you build your network around the right people, they are not only going to be open to more communication, but you're positioning yourself in a way where you are now able to leverage your network from a high standard, because those are the people that would be best suited for what you're offering. So you need to build your network around the right people. Now, number two, make sure you are getting on at least one new discovery call per week. Now, actually, I want to change that really quickly. That is not what I meant to say. Hold on, I have my cap locks on. What I meant to say, one discovery call per day, not per week. That wouldn't be enough. So the goal that you should have with the network that you're building is getting on at least one discovery call per day. So why? So here's the deal. When you build the right type of network around the right people, right? So you have the potential ideal clients that are best suited for what you offer, number one. Number two, power partners. And you start connecting with these people. They accept your connection request. You're sending them very genuine, authentic messages of connecting offline. Your goal is to book one new discovery call a day, Monday through Friday. One call a day, Monday through Friday. That's 5 calls a week. That's 20 calls a month. That's it. Now, the cool thing about that is that will provide you the law of numbers being in your favor. That will provide you the law of numbers being in your favor. And what I mean by that is allowing you to connect with and to build connections. So what is a discovery call? So a discovery call, that's a great question, Frank. A discovery call is when someone agrees to a phone call to learn more about each other from a business standpoint. So you were to reach out to one of your new connections that is best suited for maybe power partner for introductions, or your product, your service, or your offering. And basically, a discovery call is to discover if this person is interested in what you do. But again, it's not getting on the phone with someone and pitching them and selling them. It's getting on the phone with them and saying, hey, tell me a little bit about you and your business, or what are some things that you're struggling with that you're looking to improve? Asking those kind of questions will reveal to you if there's any pain points or area of overlap where you could fill the void that they may be having in their business with what you offer. So they share their story, you ask them questions, they tell you all about themselves and their business or what they're doing. And then that's where you would share something about you and what you're doing, which, if you listen properly, remember, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. So when you start to listen more and talk less, and you hear some of the pain points that these people are sharing, then what you can do is you can couple that with then plugging back into when you're sharing your story into theirs. So you're connecting the two. You're connecting their story to your story. So there's a greater sense of relatability. So if this person is voicing to you certain struggles or areas of improvement that they're looking for, right? And then you start sharing your story that is built around solving the problems that these people have, by the end of that phone conversation, the natural progression is that they'd be more open to hearing about what it is that you do, how you serve people, and what your offering is. So a discovery call is where you can discover where that connection is going to go. Are we going to discover that this connection could be a potential business acquisition? Or are we discovering that we're better at just networking with each other, supporting one another's businesses, or maybe even passing referrals? So Frank and anybody else that's on here, if that makes sense, just drop a Y or a yes in the chat box. So that is the definition of a discovery call. So back to point number 2, which is getting on one new discovery call per day. When you get on one discovery call per day, that's 5 per week, that's 20 per month. And here's the math. If 80% of the people that you talk to want nothing to do with your offering, but again, would want to consider talking to you moving forward from just a networking or a referral aspect, that's completely fine. If 20% say yes, not even that, let's even reverse that. Let's reverse that. If you book 1 call a day, Monday through Friday, every month, that's 20 calls a month. If 90% of the people are not a good fit for acquiring them as a client, and 10% are, that's 2 new clients acquired per month. That's 24 clients acquired per year. So regardless of what your offering is, what you're selling, and what you're doing, 2 acquired clients per month leveraging LinkedIn, that will shift your business. If that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the chat. Because remember, you need to be using LinkedIn as an organic and genuine platform to really connect with people the right way. And if you're getting on these discovery calls, and again, it's only 1 a day, it's only 5 calls per week, which is not a lot, but compounded over a month, that's 20. And if only 10% say yes, 90% say no, that's 2 new clients acquired per month. That's the simple math. People overcomplicate this process and seem like it's too difficult. No, this is very easy. I know you could do it. So making sure you're getting on at least 1 discovery call per day every single week, Monday through Friday, will have the law of numbers in your favor. Now, the third and final thing. So just a review, build your network around the right people. Ideal connections, right? People that are best suited for your offering, and power partners. Number 2, make sure you're getting on at least 1 new discovery call per day, Monday through Friday. And number 3, make sure all of your content is leading with value. So I've talked about this prior, that you don't want to pitch and sell in your content. You want to make sure that you are leading with value, that you are giving people a reason to come back each and every day to check out more of your content. And Frank says, yes, I would love to make a great connection with 24 people a year to do business with. Yeah, I mean, it changes the scope of things. So make sure your content is leading with value. It's solving people's problems. It's educational. It's informative. You're giving tangible tips You're giving how-tos. You're listing maybe 5 things you can do, top 10 things that you can do. You want to lead with value. When you lead with value in your content, whether it's a video, a post, a poll, an article, a newsletter, a document, it gives people a reason to come back for more because they know that if this person is someone of value, where they are leading with value, they're giving tangible tips and takeaways and things that I need to do, that is someone that I want to plug into. That is someone that I want to pay attention to everything they produce on this platform. And again, when you build the know, like, and trust, right? When you're building that know, like, and trust with people, where they know that you are the go-to source, that you are the expert in that space, guess what? They're going to come back for more and more every single time. And over time, you're going to acquire clients from your audience, because if you're giving all this free value, this free content, this free education and information, in their mind, they're like, man, this person has helped me move the needle of my business so much for free. Imagine what it would be like to learn how I can work with them directly. And that's where they start booking calls with you. So I think we overcomplicate the client acquisition process. It takes time, but once the wheel starts spinning, it's only going to stop if you stop it. So remember, at the end of the day, there are 3 specific ways to acquire consistent clients on LinkedIn. Build your network around the right people. Make sure you're getting on at least 1 discovery call a day, Monday through Friday, every week for a whole month, each and every month, 20 calls a month. 90% say no, 10% say yes. That's 2 acquired clients per month. And make sure all of your content is leading with value. So before I sign off, drop into the comments below, what was your biggest aha moment, or which of these tips helped you most? And again, I do look forward to coming back next week and providing some more value. So everyone, love and gratitude to each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye, everyone.